Shanti, peace to you, peace to me. Hello and welcome to another video. My name is Peter and today I want to talk about living in the moment. What, this moment here or this next one moment, or living right in the moment. Living in the moment right here, right now, not in the past, not in the future, living in the moment. How many people, including myself, bring preconceptions to this moment that we have? Tons, loads of them. How many people are thinking now, I remember speaking to a funny man with a bald head and a little funny beard, and he wasn't very good to me. So your perception would be, gotta go, I'm not sure I can trust this man. You're not being foolish by trusting everybody, but really living in this moment and seeing what is actually really happening right here, right now, rather than having a preconception, or you might have a bad feeling about yellow tops. Oh, I remember when that girl came up to me with a yellow top on, and you know, you're bringing in a preconception or an emotion or a feeling into the moment rather than just being in the moment, So that actually just being in the moment, that's what makes people strong in that moment, and other people back off in that moment. It's really a very important distinction. So if you're bringing preconceptions into a moment, it will make you back off and walk away. Oh, can't deal with that. Oh, it's too much for me. Whereas if you're strong, you're in the moment, and if it's something that's going wrong, or you feel that it could be changed for the better, rather than reacting, you're in that moment. You're not going to react to it, you're going to respond to it. There's a big difference. Reaction, responding to it, your ability to respond, you can actually move that moment to make the next moment more peaceful. So it's your response without any judgment, preconceptions, any feelings or emotions that you've had in the past that have been detrimental, that are similar to what you're experiencing right now, but you haven't brought them into this situation because you're dealing with this moment as it is. That is the difference between somebody responding well to a moment or reacting to it and running away. Simple as that. But it's very difficult to get rid of all of those preconceptions. I know. I'm trying all the time. So rather than collapsing under the strain of a situation, be in the moment. Focus on that moment. The moment is so important, because this moment leads to the next moment, to the next moment. And once you start to build on the moment by creating things that are good in that moment, so if it's a bad moment or situation that you're in, the moment, create something good to move it into a better position. Really, really important. Because if you bring in your baggage to that moment, that baggage is going to bring it down. And then the next moment, the next moment, the next moment is going to get worse. So time, if you think of time, we live very in a linear time. But time doesn't really exist. It's just how we perceive time. So if you really get into something, like you're really in the moment and you're really into something, say if you're an artist, you're doing a picture, or you're a writer, you're writing something, or you're a musician, you're creating something, or you're a video editor, you're editing something, and you're really into it, and you start, say, at 9 o'clock in the morning, all of a sudden it's 1 o'clock in the afternoon, you look at the time and go, oh my goodness, where did that time go? Where did that time go? And you go, phew, you were really in that moment, each moment, one after the other. Whereas if you're sitting there thinking, oh, what am I going to do next? What am I going to do next? 9 o'clock, and you look at the clock, 1 minute past 9, look at the clock again, 2 minutes past 9. We've all been there. It's a bit like sitting in a dentist or a doctor's surgery. Oh God, look at the time. 4 minutes past 9, 5 minutes past 9. You're not really in the moment. You're outside. Your mind is away. So it's really bringing your mind into the moment will make you strong in the moment, rather than let you collapse under the weight of a moment. That's what we say in our practice, cool head. So the back of the head should be cool, water up, cool head. Brainstem, where about 95% of our activities at the back of our head, that should be cool. And your fire in the belly, so a hot belly, Fire in the belly, that's where the expression comes from, Eastern philosophies. Or warm danjon, lower abdomen. It's where your immune system is, your power and your passion come from. So that should be warm. So water up, fire down. Water up, fire down. That's being in the moment and breathing deeply. So it helps to soothe your heart when you breathe deeply, and you're bringing yourself more into the moment by controlling your emotions. So when you breathe, your diaphragm comes down, which stretches out your heart. As you push out your lower abdomen, breathing it comes back up. If you're breathing properly, that helps to stretch the heart and helps you to become more in control of your emotions, therefore being more present in the moment. It's getting rid of all of this stuff. And up here, our minds are so busy as we age. All this busy in the head. It's too much for us, and we need to bring that energy down into the danjon, down. So deep breathing, really, really important to be in the moment. Practicing with things like qigong. Qigong is amazing, or yoga, depends what you prefer. But qigong is like mindful movement, so you're focusing everything on your body as you move. So here I felt a little twinge on my elbow, yeah, I need to relax that. So you're softening your mind, softening your body with your mind all the time, and you keep breathing into your lower abdomen. And the more that you do it, the more you come into each moment and you enjoy more each moment, which is so important. So yeah, living in the moment is where it's at, quite frankly, as a human being. And it's mindfulness, is what this word mindfulness comes from, is living in the moment. So lying back, especially today with the beautiful blue skies that we've been having, and you lie back and you look at the clouds, just be in the moment, just watch the clouds, don't do anything, don't think of anything, just watch the clouds float over you as you go, whoa, this is actually very nice. And you're in that moment. You're not in the past, you're not in the future, you're not thinking about what's for dinner, you're thinking about nothing. You're just in the moment. You're being part of that natural way of being. You're a human being, remember, not a human doing. So you're being in that moment, or sitting under a tree meditating. You're in that moment, you're breathing in the oxygen from the tree, you're breathing out the carbon dioxide so the tree can breathe in the carbon dioxide. You're in that moment, you're in a symbiotic relationship with nature, which is what you are. You are nature. Never forget that. So that once you start to come into the moment by getting rid of all of this stress and anxiety, then you will start to live a more fruitful and creative life. Thank you for watching. Please like and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next video. Sarang Hamida.